Welcome into Average Joe Sports Talk. This is our Conor McGregor Khabib fight breakdown. Josh and I actually got to watch the fight together. We both were split on who we thought was going to win. We both had our reasons, and we both said, you know, if it went the other way, we could kind of see that. After watching that fight, Josh, what were some of the key takeaways that you see?
Well, I was wrong. I can admit I was wrong.
Well, that's obvious.
Well, it wasn't that obvious.
Go ahead.
Just looking at it broadly, it looked like Conor was just dominated. But once I watched it several times, Conor did a lot of good things, I think. His guard was really good. I watched an interview with his coach, and their game plan was that if he got put on the ground, to not waste a bunch of energy trying to get up, to just go with it. Next round, we stand back up. So, but he kept Khabib from being able to, when he was down, he kept him from being able to advance his position. In the fourth round, we finally got to see when he advanced his position. Khabib did a phenomenal job of locking his legs, both legs, which is really important. But in the fourth round, he advanced to the crucifix, got the crucifix in, went from there to a full mount, and there was not many options when you're in a full mount other than to try to get out of it. And one of the ways to get out of it is to give him your back, and that's when he unfortunately got the neck crank. So.
Yeah, because it wasn't a straight on. People thought it was like a rear naked choke, and it actually wasn't.
No, he didn't cinch it in, but it's
But
painful.
well, basically, he's got your neck up and in, and it's pinned up against your spine. That pressure.
It's very
painful. My takeaways from the fight is it went kind of like I said it with script, and what I meant by that is I just thought the regiment that the day-to-day fighter in the UFC who's training and ready for battle anytime, he hasn't been doing. He's promoting liquor, he's promoting other things. He's not hungry, he's full. He's got $99 million, he's not on fire to like he once was to get on top of that mountain. I think he's let off the throttle, and when you do that, and you're fighting a guy who is on the other end of the spectrum, you're basically going to cross paths. And to my point is they cross paths at this angle. Now, to Khabib's point, you can't take anything away from him. He's dominated essentially everybody he's fought. Although he hasn't fought the competition that McGregor has, probably the best thing that I took away from the fight in his favor is he didn't play into the mind games until he beat him. Then he went full-blown psychotic.
That's one thing that I really noticed was Conor does this to get you out of your game. Khabib come in there with a game plan. He stuck to it. He executed it perfectly. But as soon as Conor tapped, it was almost like everything that Conor had said. Now look, I was hoping that Conor would win this, but part of his game is trash talking. But it went from trash talking Khabib to his family, his religion, his country, and as a man, that's hard to let go. So
I was impressed that he wasn't out of his act. Well, we say that though, but he stood a lot longer than you should stand against McGregor.
Yes,
And was effective.
Especially with what we see now is obviously superior wrestling and grappling abilities. I think that he did want to stand up just to kind of prove to McGregor that he could. And
now, didn't you think McGregor's takedown defense was nowhere near what it had been?
No, it was not as good as what I
He had
had.
his good sprawl, but he only one time I seen was perfect.
Now, in the third round, now here's one thing that I took away. If there is a rematch, now there's a lot of things in question right now. The Nevada Gaming Commission, there's talk about they may not even get visas to come back. So if we do have a rematch, whatever the numbers were for this pay-per-view, go ahead and increase that exponentially, because with what happened after the fight, there's going to be a lot of people going to watch this.
Let me ask you this though. This is a huge question for you. Coming into that fight, the Vegas believed that Khabib was going to win the fight. You and I both talked about it. The majority of fans believe Conor was going to win. Once you've seen that first round, did you not say, "Uh-oh, this is not"?
Yeah.
To me, he wasn't creating that space with that 4-inch reach.
Yes.
Did you kind of say, "Okay, this ain't looking"?
To be honest with you, I kind of had some hesitation when I seen Conor walk out. Conor looked different at the weigh-in. He looked relaxed. When he came out and he got into the octagon, there was not a drop of sweat on him. He didn't have that killer mentality that he normally has, and you've seen that on Khabib's face. So
He looked like he was ready for war.
he did.
First round boring, and I told everybody at my house, this is going to be a boring round. Everybody in a minute's going to be complaining. He got him down. He held him down. He scored a few shots. Second round, fight should have been stopped. Had it been anybody outside of McGregor or a St. Pierre or somebody of that nature, that fight would have been stopped.
Yes. Conor did a lot of good things. If you really sit back and watch it, he's the first person to ever win a round from Khabib. He weathered the storm when he was down and Khabib was just ground and pounding him.
He probably hit him with 15 to 20 unanswered shots.
In the third round, he stopped 5 takedowns from Khabib, which is very impressive. But Khabib eventually got him down in every round. So
The guy's an animal.
it's a different type of wrestling than I think Conor is used to. But Conor, he did a good job for the most part, framing himself, sprawling. But Khabib kept the pressure on him, and it just wore him out. You could tell Conor, when he finally tapped, he was gassed.
He was done.
God
Even when he
love
got
him.
up talking trash to him, you just seen the look on his face. He was just like, "What am I gonna say? I'm done, bro."
He had the same look you seen when Diaz tapped him out.
Yeah, he was confused, unsure what was going on. He's never been in that position, you know. Now, as far as a rematch, I don't think McGregor needs to fight this guy.
He don't need to, but he may want to.
His ego he don't need the money. And I put on my Facebook, he needs to go on to the WWE because he's still a talented fighter, but he's not hungry, man.
He's not. He's Rocky and Rocky 3.
Rocky 3. Not Rocky 3 after Apollo. Pre-Apollo Rocky 3.
No, that was Clubber Lang.
No. I'm talking about when Apollo trained him.
Yeah.
It's not the post-trained Apollo Rocky.
He was the Rocky that fought Clubber Lang the first time.
Yes. He's like over there taking pictures with people and stuff.
And you know, hardly ever does it come down to something that simple, but it was really that simple.
Well, in closing, man, it was a good fight. Of course, I was right, he was wrong as usual.
I do hate. Look, I hate the fact. Before we close this out, I hate the fact that such a great match was marred by an ugly incident afterwards.
That's why I ain't even really gonna comment on it much because it's got enough attention in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, I do believe if you watch the undercard that Tony Ferguson deserves a shot at Khabib before McGregor gets back to him.
Yeah, no doubt.
Tony Ferguson's a beast.
Yeah, no doubt. He's number 2 ranked.
Fight of the night. Yeah. So
Absolutely does. That being said, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the bell for the notifications. I'm Joe Sports. Good night.